Hey everybody, welcome back into the studio. I'm Stephen Levine from NASCAR Illustrated. That's Tom Vandervoort from Sporting News, and we're here to preview, what is it, the Bank of America 500. It's
Some kind of bank.
Charlotte Motor Speed, the Bank of America 500. They appreciate it when you say the name of the race.
Okay.
Bank of America 500 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the only Saturday night race in the chase. And, you know, I think that's a little bit significant just in terms of the nighttime start, the cooler temps, the effect it's going to have on the track.
Yeah, and obviously the 600 finishes in the dark at Charlotte. Kevin Harvick won that. Now he comes here off a win at Kansas, so that's very interesting. And I think the question you have to ask after Kansas is, do the results there and the way that race played out indicate something for downforce tracks going forward? I'm going to say no, because I feel like the tire package with the recent repave there made that a whole different animal. So I think we'll see a little bit of a reversion to form here at Charlotte in terms of who's going to run up front, although you got to feel good about Kevin's chances.
I think you do have to feel good about Kevin's chances. We'll see, of course, if his performance at Kansas was an aberration or if he really is deserving to be part of this championship conversation. I'm not sure if he is up there with Matt and Jimmy, maybe not even up there with Kyle, but
right.
I think
if you just look at consistent performance throughout the year, those three guys, Jimmy, Matt, and Kyle, are still the three guys you'd expect to be at the top.
But we're going to talk about drivers a lot more right after we come back with our special guest. All right, everybody, as promised, we are back with Brooke Warner, Miss Sprint Cup, to talk drivers. And we should just let you do all the driving, all the talking, rather.
Or the driving.
I'll stick
You
to
can drive me
talking.
around anytime.
I don't know if I should get behind the wheel of a
Are you
race
not a
car.
good driver?
I can't drive standard. I'm a great automatic
Really?
car driver. Oh,
Didn't
I can
you
drive
grow
the
up
heck
in
out of
like the
my car,
boondocks of
but
Vermont? Don't you have a farm
You can't
vehicle?
drive a
I
standard
did.
transmission vehicle.
and my father drives one, my mother, my sister,
Listen,
my
here's
like
some advice.
9-year-old neighbor. I'm the only one who can't drive a standard.
Don't let that information get out.
Okay, don't
Yes.
tell anyone. It's just
Meanwhile,
between us.
back at NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing. So we're going to talk drivers, we're going to talk Charlotte, but
Yes.
first let's recap the standings because you are spanking us still.
We're getting
Miss Sprint Cup,
destroyed.
We're
you
awesome.
picked Jeff Gordon last week. He
Woohoo!
finished third. You were the highest finishing
Again.
amongst us. So you now have 65 points.
Doesn't get old.
You know what? You're just plain old mean.
I picked
I love
Jimmy
winning.
Johnson. I came in second. I have 50 points. Tom came in third with Matt Kenseth. He has 56 points.
Come on, Matt.
Which were all really strong
It's that
picks for
dang
that weekend.
tire. It screwed
Your
everybody up.
championship pick is Matt Kenseth. I assume you want to keep
We'll
him.
keep Matt. We like
Kyle
Matt.
Busch, Clint Boyer.
I guess
All right.
we don't have the option to change.
No.
Okay.
Well, I still believe in you, Kyle. I wouldn't change
Yeah.
if I could.
I don't know if I believe in Clint, but that's another video. Meanwhile,
Back at NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing.
who are you liking for Charlotte? Why are we still giving her the first pick? Who do
Because-
you like for Charlotte?
Oh,
That's
I see.
the way we are.
Just because we're doing so well, we lose first pick?
Yeah, that's like honors or whatever. You get to
What?
keep it. No, you
Oh,
keep
we're
it.
keeping that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my first pick.
Make it, take it. That's what we say.
Well, first of all, Chevy has been doing really well at this track,
You're
or
gonna take
did do
my
really
pick.
well, I should say.
You're going to take my pick.
Oh, you don't even know
Okay,
yet.
keep going.
So they've been doing great earlier this season at Charlotte. Fantastic. It's tempting to go with Jimmy Johnson with 6 wins here,
yes.
but I'm going to go with the driver who came in second in May.
You took my pick!
Casey Kane.
Oh.
Casey Kane. I mean, he's such a fantastic driver. He's
It's a
sitting
great track for him.
13th right
Yeah.
now. It's a great track for
really
him.
is.
He's had 4 wins here, I believe, and he's due for a successful finish.
4 straight top 10s. His average finish is actually exactly the same as Jimmy's, 11.9.
So we'll share this one.
No, you
Although-
can't. You
Sharing
can't
is
share.
caring.
Sharing is caring.
I like to win and all that
All
stuff.
right, go ahead. You can have Casey.
Of course you can. Go ahead. You next.
Well, you know what? If I didn't take Casey, I'll take Jimmy Johnson.
Well,
because
wait a minute.
No.
honestly,
Wait a minute.
if he didn't have that spin out, later in the
Yes.
race, I would think he would have done much better in May, and I would give
So
him a higher
he
ranking
just talked
for
you
this.
out of Jimmy, and you just, what happened to I like winning,
I'm feeling
and I
generous
like,
today. We need to make this a fair game.
golly, you were
So
tough for
You
about
can
10
have
seconds
Casey.
there.
I'll take Jimmy. I don't think that's
Now
not,
watch
that's not too
Casey
much of a
crash out
stretch.
in lap 1. That's what's going to happen. All right, fine. Thank you, Brooke.
You're very welcome.
I appreciate that.
This is
guys-
good sportsmanship.
All right, Casey
Okay,
Kane,
after
Jimmy
I vomit
Johnson.
over here,
So who
for
do
all
you
the-
want? Kyle
good
Busch
grief.
again?
Kyle Busch. I like Kyle, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard for me to pick. I'm going to go back to Matt. I'm going to go back to Matt Kenseth. I think last week was a tire aberration. I think if you look at Kansas with that tire and the repave, it threw everybody off for a lot of guys. Matt Kenseth was one of them. I don't think he'll be in that position again. Charlotte, he's coming back strong.
He did
a good one,
lead
too.
over 100 laps here in the spring.
Yeah.
But Kyle Busch has like 11 top 10s in the last 14 Charlotte races.
It's true, and he's never actually won in the Cup
due.
Series.
And he's fired up right now.
Yeah, no, I think Kyle
So-
would be a good pick, but I just got to go with Matt.
Okay.
And that's a solid one.
Oh yeah.
So Matt, Jimmy, Casey. But
I can't believe
I feel
you.
cheap.
You need
I
to
feel.
feel.
You should feel
You're
a
gonna
little
lose
cheap.
if you win, and win if you lose if
Just
you win,
take
and
it.
lose if you lose.
Please condescend to me a little bit more, because that makes me feel all that much better.
She already did by like taking
I
pity
know.
on you.
I feel she's patronizing
You
and
know,
condescending
we've gotta
me, but
make
you
it
know
a fair
what?
game.
I'm not proud.
Well, you shouldn't be.
All right. Thanks for watching whatever this was. Watch again next week because we're going to be back and
Oh,
we'll
yes,
do it
we will.
all again.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yes.
will.
Yes.